The high five is a hand gesture that occurs when two people simultaneously raise one hand each about head high and push, slide, or slap the flat of their palm against the flat palm of the other person. The gesture is often preceded verbally by a phrase like, "Give me five," "High five," "Up high," or "Slap hands." Its meaning varies with the context of use, but can include as a greeting, congratulations, or celebration. The use of the phrase high five as a noun has been part of the Oxford English Dictionary since 1980 and as a verb since 1981. The phrase is related to the slang "give me five," which is a request for some form of handshake. Variations include slap me five, slip me five, give me some skin, with five referring to the number of fingers on a hand. The high five originated from the low five, which has been part of African American culture since the 1920s. It's probably impossible to know exactly when the low first transitioned to a high, but there are many theories about its inception. Magic Johnson once suggested that he invented the high five at Michigan State, presumably in the late 1970s. Others have suggested it originated in the women's volleyball circuit of the 1960s. Antecedents of the physical gesture of slapping palms together predate the 1970s, when the high five is believed to have been coined. For example, it can be seen in the 1960 French Nouvelle Vague movie Breathless. These early cases were never called high fives, however, because the term had not yet been coined, and they lacked the cultural context and meaning surrounding the gesture that originated in the United States during the late 1970s and 1980s, independent of usage elsewhere. In addition to the classic high five, several other types of high five exist. If one initiates a high five, or any variation thereof, by offering a hand, and no reciprocal hand appears to consummate the gesture, the initiator is said to have been left hanging. This could be interpreted as an insult, friendly joke, or form of enlightenment, depending on the context of its use. Another variation is the self-high five. The action consists of raising one hand, generally the right hand, and tagging it with the other. It was often used by Diamond Dallas Page as part of his persona, such as in his WCW theme song, Self High Five. The too slow variation is a sequence of high five and low five, often accompanied by a rhyme such as up high, down low. Then, during the down low sequence, the initiator will surprise the counterparty by pulling their hand back at the last moment, thus tricking the other person to swipe empty air, completing the rhyme too slow. There are variations of this theme, with additions of to the side and other hand positions for the partner to contact the initiator's hand. An air five is a variation where the hands of the participants never actually touch, needing only line of sight to make the gesture. It has an advantage for participants who are otherwise too far apart to achieve physical contact at the moment of the gesture. The participants may simply pretend to high five or add an imitation sound of hand slapping. A 2014 medical study found that fist bumps and high fives spread fewer germs than handshakes. Should high fives be mandatory? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. We'll see you next time.